A question that's come up at OTD Legal from clients is, what are the street racing laws in Ontario? First of all, street racing and stunt driving are used synonymously. So if a client is saying I was charged with racing, they're still charged with the same section, which is under 172 of the Highway Traffic Act. They're also the same client that could have been charged with stunt driving. So you will see on the information either stunt driving or racing. But again, it's under the same section, section 172. Now, the laws with respect to the two are just slightly different. And they're different in this regard. That is, when a vehicle, for example, could appear to be racing just by squealing its tires and racing down accelerating down the road, the objective standard would be, well, that particular vehicle, from your perspective or a police officer's perspective, appeared to be racing. So they could have been racing by themselves. And if they saw that and an officer chose, they could charge you with racing just by seeing that. Another example would be two vehicles lining up at a traffic light, for example, and accelerating hard, leaving that traffic light. They appear to be racing. And the law is that you are not allowed to do that. Now, what's important to note is that those two vehicles, hypothetically, that have lined up and have taken off aggressively from that particular green light, they may not have accelerated to the point where they're doing 40 or 50 kilometers over the limit, meaning they could be under that 40 or 50 kilometer margin, but they are still racing and they would still be charged under section 172 racing. Most of these cases that involve stunt driving, also called racing, you will find that there's an element of speed. That speed is either going to be 40 kilometers over the limit or 50 kilometers over the limit. But that is not the test for a specific charge of racing. So what I am saying is, if you appear to be racing, you could in fact be charged.